So my name is Tina Buechler and this is Selena Quast. We have been working with Conestoga Career Center for several years now. We have been working in employment services for a combined 22 years in Huron County. So what we do is we work with employers and we work with unemployed people and we help them connect and in that process support our manufacturers in Huron County.
Yeah, so one of our most exciting projects that we are working on right now is in conjunction with the Huron Manufacturing Association, where we are working with employers to use the current Huron County workforce and also supporting the next generation of workers. So what we're doing is using the funds that we have available to us through Employment Ontario, supporting employers in training, recruiting people who already exist in Huron County, and using some of those funds to filter back through FE Medill and the robotics program to remind young people and encourage them to stay working in Huron County because they're supported by the employers that are here. So that's a new initiative that we're working on and we're really excited about it.
So one of my most rewarding projects this year, I was working with a manufacturing company in Exeter, and they were looking for people with certain skills, and they were not able to find anybody. They were able to find people that were good workers, but they didn't have the skills they needed. And so through Employment Ontario funding, we supported that employer, helped that employer find the training they needed for these particular people. And in the end, they hired 3 people. Those 3 people got trained, and in that process, more than doubled their production. And so for me, that was a very rewarding project from this year.
Yeah, so the HMA has been a really big support when it comes to working with manufacturers in Huron County. They've supported our programs and helped connect us to people, and that's really, to answer your question, what we like about working in Huron County is that it is a tight-knit community and information really does travel word of mouth. So when we do one good project, it spreads to everyone else and we're able to really have an impact that way for sure. Working with manufacturers in Huron County is important because a lot of the employers in Huron County are manufacturing employers. So it's important for us to have those connections and to share information and come up with kind of creative projects and ideas so that we can move everyone forward. We're in a small community, everyone's facing some of the same challenges. So the fact that everyone's open to working with each other really helps to move things forward and
create solutions and results that really, really matter. When I think of the company I worked with, it was some of the people that I recruited from them were people that other employers didn't hire. So they hadn't actually applied for this company. They'd applied for another company. And by taking the resumes of the people who aren't going to be employed by this company, we were able to take those and say, how about working over here? And if we get you this training, then you're a good match for this employer. So it's with such low unemployment, we have to be creative and we have to work with employers and employers have to work with us. And that's what's great about Huron County is they do. And we are able to maybe move people around such that we can maximize the people who exist here right now and assist employers in that way.
Well, the Technical Training Group, we're a training delivery agent for the ministry. We do all 3 levels of the welding apprenticeship, as well as we can do all 3 levels of the metal fabrication apprenticeship. We've been around since 2004, serving the Stratford and area, and now we're moving into Huron County, spreading out. But traditionally, Huron County, Perth, and Oxford are areas that have come to the TTG. With Huron County, as we're starting to move up into Huron County, we started to see that there was similar needs to what are here in Perth County, and it gives us an opportunity to be able to help Huron County with some of their needs, both in youth, getting youth exposed to actual manufacturing and technology and trades, as well as through pre-apprenticeship programs where we can take a look at giving multiple trade exposure in the form of welding, metal fabrication, general machining to individuals so that they can enter into the actual workforce and hopefully satisfy needs of shortages of individuals. At the same time, it also allows us to do custom training as well. So if there's existing companies that need upskilling in certain areas, we can provide training locally in Huron County instead of having to travel far away to an institute. Our model is that we tend to, instead of building big buildings ourselves, we partner with schools, and we go into the schools and we work with the schools. And we set up training in the evenings. This becomes very beneficial because the school doesn't sit empty at night, but at the same time it allows individuals that are currently going to the actual high school to be able to use up-to-date industry equipment. So it becomes a benefit as they get out of school, they'll be better prepared to enter into the workforce. We try to target all areas. We try to target youth so that they're exposed to technology and they know their options so they can make appropriate choices. We offer pre-apprenticeship programs that then allow us to get individuals getting the skills that they need to continue in the trades. And then we offer, through our apprenticeship training, the actual schooling portion of the apprenticeship. So it becomes a well-rounded, right from a young age to an older age, being able to satisfy the workforce requirements. Well, I've got to admit, every year seeing our graduates being successful is very rewarding, but I've got to admit it's the actual youth. Watching young people learn about technology through hands-on projects and seeing them build the actual project and take it away, and just hearing the responses at the end of the day is just outstanding.